Hello everyone, thanks for stopping by my channel. Be sure that you like, share, and subscribe and hit that notification bell down below. I have tried to record this thing 3 times. Third time I had to switch hardware. I had to switch cameras. So I'm going to try to do this one and hopefully there are no more hiccups. If you hear anything in the background, it's because there is maintenance doing something. I have no idea what, but hopefully they do not interrupt my vibe. Alright, so be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Welcome to our new subscribers. Hope to see you here all the time. We're just going to see what pops out. Okay, that's enough. Oh, okay. So, someone is in some type of mental conflict here. All right? Some type of mental conflict. Either they feel far away from folks, or the folks that are around them, they don't understand their light. Something about them, people can see it kind of like at their core, like their spirit, their energy, etc. For the ones who are enlightened, it's like they are aware of how to communicate this with you. But for the ones that are around you but don't share that spiritual gift, that's what you're running into right now. Needless to say, again, like I just brought up, for the folks who don't understand the enlightenment, they're not going to be able to understand the core of who you are. So that's your foggy area. Regardless of how you put it, you're a unicorn, you're a stallion, you are resilient, you are enlightened. And though it may feel as if like someone relatable is so far away, that's the thing. No matter where you are, someone is going to be able to see who you are, Someone also feels as if like maybe you're too good to be true. So again, that gray area, if you're around people who are not like-minded, they're not going to be able to take heed to your enlightenment. That's not your fault. That's not your problem. At your core, you continue to stay true to who you are, because that's truly what matters. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. All right. Your overall energy on the bottom was glimpsed in the reverse. All right. Be careful of who you allow to know like your details and your plans, because some people may not really be good at heart. Listen to your instincts and keep your eyes open. All right. Certain things it's okay to forget. Other things are fine to clarify. And then the things that don't serve you don't deserve you, is what I'm hearing spirit say. So let's look at some of your, I already did these. Let's look at your soul journey. Okay. Yeah, you was in your head, and you was in your head about that. Like, no, don't be in your head about that. You're unique, you're in touch with your core. So for someone to come over and look at you like they passing a kidney stone, I could totally understand how you could be offended, or better yet, just wonder like what's wrong with this person. Or not so much of you second guessing yourself or trying to lower your own self-esteem and value by asking yourself that question. You're just being aware, like, why does it seem like, blame? Oh, okay. service. Okay. In order to take it seriously, you're going to have to take accountability. Someone's going to have to take accountability. And that's a serious thing, because accountability has a lot to do with how much like leniency, spiritual wise, energy wise, you are going to have moving forward. All right. You don't want someone else to put a verdict on what you got going on. But you don't want to take accountability. You rather blame someone, and maybe you're not using humor, maybe you're gaslighting. Your overall energy here is service. Maybe someone is seeing a therapist, seeing a counselor, but we have to shift this blame from us carrying accountability. You don't want to be judged. You don't want to lose what you have. You don't want to... I have this energy of someone having a serious matter, and it's like their defense mechanism is humor, but Spirit is saying that something is serious, and instead of you placing blame or trying to find a home for it, you're convicting yourself. You're holding yourself in contempt just as much as the person who doesn't want to take the blame. Wow. Okay. Yes. Okay. So maybe, like I said, you're seeing someone to be able to rectify that feeling. If not, there's going to be a problem with the growing process. Change is still going to come, but it's not going to be what you imagine. Yeah, and it's going to take a blow, and it's going to cause you... Yeah, so listen, don't take the long way around. Well, excuse me, don't take the short way around. Spirit says do not take the short way around. If you need to be held accountable for something, so be it. And if so happens, you're seeking it out to assign to people, you're just as much as held in contempt as the people who actually need to be accounted for regarding whatever blame. So at the end of the day, child, you either need... it's almost, I hear, court of law. Okay, so one way or another, someone's going to have to rectify a situation, and it's a serious matter. No bullshit. They're probably going to lose something. Like there's going to be some type of loss, and I'm also feeling like the judgment won't be in their favor. It so happens that is part of your storyline. Okay, so stay clear of anything, like I said, that doesn't deserve you. All right, because all of that right there was just oof. The feeling, it wasn't chaos. It was a feeling of oof. What was the feeling that I just got? It was like a tightness. It was seriously a tightness, as if like think of a child, maybe 7 or 8 years old, being told that they did something wrong. And the child is like tight-lipped. They're not going to talk back. They're not going to say anything out of the way. But it's just like you're just sitting. You're like basking in it at this point, because you're not going to walk away from your parents when they try and talk to you. So you're just taking it all in, and you already know like a consequence or some type of suffering is coming thereafter. That's the feeling that I got. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what pops out. King of Cups in reverse, Strength in reverse, and the King of Pentacles. Ooh. And as soon as I looked at it, it was confirmation. Okay, so of course, someone, the overall energy so far is your Eight of Cups, but someone made a bad decision. Someone made a decision that was based off of their mood, and they exposed their weakness. And their weakness was exposed through their money. Like, this is what I'm getting, right? And it's like this King of Pentacles, this person right here is the same person that had that blame, that had that abundance in reverse, that had that humor in reverse, and they also had I didn't already put the cards up. They had something else that was in reverse. Okay, I'm getting this feeling that this person made a bad decision based off of like an internal feeling. And it's crazy because if you plant a seed and you allow it to grow, you can establish your own wealth. But some folks, they want it, and they want it now, you know. So that's what I'm getting. So for a King of Pentacles and an upright to be out here, but you had a abundance soul journey card in the reverse. That's not good. Someone is experiencing a dark side. It may result to people walking away from you, or this person. All of this may very well be having this person have folks walk away from them because someone's going. Maybe someone's seeking some type of therapy. Like I said, they're trying to gain their mental clarity back. Queen of Cups, Ace of Swords, Page of Cups. Someone is trying to keep hearing clean, 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 like water. So like cleaning your slate, getting over something. It's like there's a sensitive. It's not a, well, I don't want to say it's a trigger, but I mean it is attached to like your sensories abilities. You know, if so happens you get those nudges and those urges to tell you that something is not right and it's time to move on, right? And it's like you don't know why, but you're just trusting your instincts. This is what's going on here. This is the feeling that I have. Like something's not clicking with this other person. This other person, they seem to have it together on the outside, but their insides, they're not good at all. Insecurities, you know, they make bad choices. They probably don't feel mentally balanced. And then here you are, this Queen of Cups, this Ace of Swords, this Page of Cups, and it's just like with you being able to think clearly and think with sound mind, your clarity is way different. This is why you're able to see when someone can't take accountability for shit, because you've had to go through the process of nurturing yourself and discovering yourself, exploring yourself, to be able to find, or better yet, you went through all of this to be able to have the sharp mind that you have. This is why you can call bullshit like, okay, this isn't funny. This you need accountability. This you need to take care of. A, B, C, D, F, G. And then, of course, with you having that clarity, understanding the capabilities that you have, I feel like it's more of the curiosity moving forward that is what's intriguing you more to kind of, you know, veer off from that energy of this person who is no account having at all. And I see you with the Two of Wands with your overall energy down here. trying to really just make some good decisions versus this King of Cups in the reverse. All right, some of y'all may very well either be planning, traveling, or returning from a destination. Give me 3 more cards. Okay. Ooh, yeah. All right. You had a lot. Ooh, you had a 7 of Cups in reverse, a 3 of Swords in reverse, and a 10 of Pentacles. Your overall energy, I like how this ends. Moving forward, the Chariot. Let me tell you something. When you decide, it's levels to this accountability thing, okay? When you decide to take accountability by the horns and not just apply accountability to other people, being you're not looking to apply accountability to everyone else in this new chapter. In this chapter, you're applying accountability to yourself. Again, this is why you're able to see shit so far away. All that bullshit that this other person can't man up and deal with, okay? When on this level, you're going to start aligning yourself with things that you know you need to front row seat at church, be held accountable for. So that means that you're 90 days just mentally getting to know a person before you physically do anything. That's good. That's great. You deciding not to be in a third party situation or negatively talk to yourself or allow negativity to creep in, that's what you're doing. Someone's continuing to heal even though they understand that other people around them may not get that you're enlightened because they're still in a dark place. But understand, even in dark places, bright people appear. And through it all, that's what you're doing. You're healing and you're renewing your light. With you being able to apply accountability to yourself and being self-aware and being responsible for that, this 10 of Pentacles is going to taste like lobster and steak, and it's going to taste like mahi for my pescatarians out there, and it's going to feel like a nice gentle breeze off of the ocean in life, no matter what the climate and the weather is that day. It's going to feel like the smallest thing. Oh, I want to try this new hobby. You're going to be able to get up and go and be able to get all of that and sit down in peace and be able to explore and discover and try new things. You've tried the old way so many times already. This is the new you. And the new you in this process, you are trimming some fat and you're making sure that you are continuing to invest in yourself. I've already seen where you started being able to, filter out the thoughts and things that didn't serve you. Now you're cutting off the bullshit. Like I said, 7 of Cups in reverse. What option? Okay, you got an option. You can take the metro or you can buy a cab. But either way you look at it, you're not coming around here. All right? And I like the fact of, I also feel that you're ceasing things that don't serve purpose to you. Same thing. I love that for you. You're being optimistic as well as you're moving on. And they both have to work together in order for you to get this 10 of Cups. Just like this Chariot has to work for you with this 7 of Cups in order for it to come to pass. I like how literally you're not trying to find anything that's not going to serve you. You're looking within. This is why I say your accountability. You are committing to accountability differently on this level. And I love that for you because guess what? You got a whole new wheel of fortune, a whole new beginning coming with this new outlook. I love that for you. Your personal transformation is beautiful. Do you hear me? So continue to do what you're supposed to do and love on yourself in the process. And I will talk to y'all later. Wow.